Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be going over the OGL team here with Shadow Hypno, Scrafty, and Munchlax. Definitely worth still trying out. I will say before we get started in these videos that Hypno is in a pretty bad place, if I'm just being honest. It is very tough to get really good matchups with Hypno, even with energy advantages, so just keep that in mind if you were going to run this team. But we're still running it here in Season 10, and let's go ahead and get into the battles. Subscribe if you haven't. Alright, Shadow Hypno into Shadow Lapras. So, I really don't know this matchup very well, but I would definitely stay in and at least shield one Surf. They're definitely going to shield a Thunder Punch, as Thunder Punch will KO. Try to get an extra Confusion in if you can. We don't get it in here. Obviously, that's not great. It is good to note that all three Pokemon do beat Lapras here, so it's possible I'll go for a Thunder Punch after two Confusions, and they switch. Alright, so probably just going to bring in Scrafty and start ramping up on this Drapion. Shadow Drapion absolutely everywhere right now. Oh, this is a regular Drapion, but Shadow Drapion is also everywhere in Sinnoh Cup and Open Great. So Shadow Drapion, very good safe swap. If I had one, maybe I would actually try it in the spot of Munchlax. That might be something worth trying to use Dust on here. I don't really have any Dust right now, but you know, that might be something where I'll have to check if I actually have a Shadow Drapion. That would be pretty cool. All right. Obviously, we're going to win this matchup straight pup. Actually, we probably just need one pup. I'm not sure if another Sludge Wave would KO us, and they didn't get to one either way. Because of the Thunder Punch damage. They definitely can't come in Lapras. We're already ramped up. Coming with the Azumarill. This is a weird comp. Water in the front, water in the back. The water in the front is obviously really different, though. I imagine this doesn't have Ice Punch and probably has Hydro Pump and Play Rough, just based on the lead alone. So we already pupped up once through Drapion, so I'm just going to go straight for these foul plays, try to do as much damage as I can, as they still have both shields. Honestly, just doing damage in general is definitely worth it. They're at 100 energy here on Azumarill. Thought they would try to maybe go for the farm down, which would let us get to one more foul play, but they do end up throwing here. Probably just a Play Rough. Oh, they do have Ice Beam. That's pretty surprising, to be honest. Definitely going to come in. Well, I thought I was coming in Hypno there, to be honest. So they're at 3. They're going to get to a Surf right here. They don't go for the Surf, so now I think they're going to go for a Shield Skull Bash. And I imagine most people at this rating do know my team already. So I don't know what's going to be in the back here, but obviously they've calculated for it. Decide not to shield, and we're going to go all in on the Hypno here. I do switch to Hypno. The defense rises. And I do throw my move before they can throw their move. This is actually really great because this is going to KO either way. If they end up shielding, we get a farm down. But we would have to shield as well, which would be really interesting here. Alright, and the Azumarill. Well, Azumarill has an absolute ton of energy here. I'll probably just go for this Thunderbolt. I'll probably shield as well, because the Confusions are going to be doing so much, and then the Lick damage is going to come in and do so much as well. So really pressuring the HP of this Azumarill here. Especially with a shield. Oh, I actually don't shield. That's interesting. Probably a good play here. I think shielding either of these mon are the same thing at this point. We would only get one Confusion off, though, and I guess I knew that I was had this Body Slam ready. So obviously I didn't stream this battle, so I played this battle maybe 3 hours ago. Oh, I can see the time. 6 o'clock. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock as I'm recording right now, so I don't remember them exactly. Empoleon, you know what's funny? Sinnoh Cup has started, and obviously there's a lot of Empoleons in Sinnoh, but I've actually seen a pretty decent number of Empoleons in Open now. And some pretty big names are using them as well. I won't reveal those teams, but some pretty high up people definitely using Empoleon. Alright, they get the move off here. That's fine. Empoleon's always a weird one because all three of my Pokemon I feel like have pretty decent matchups. Munchlax has technically the worst matchup, but yeah, I'm fine trying to take 2 shields here and then maybe switching out into Munchlax. Maybe even just the 1 shield is fine. Nope, I go for the 2 shield. Makes sense because they're going to get 3 waterfalls off. I get this move off, and then I can switch out, taking a shield advantage for a possible for losing switch advantage, which is fine for me. I'm fine losing switch here if I need to. They actually just take it and they get taken out. That's great for me. Not sure about this switch here, to be honest. Hypno was really low, but I probably would have gotten to an Ice Beam, thus maintaining switch. But I also think that this game might be over because Empoleon and maybe double flyers in the back. The best case scenario, I think, would be maybe Meganium or Venusaur. We'll see what's paired here in the back. I really don't remember. All right, they go for the Moonblast, which is interesting. I think I would have... Oh, yeah, it's double flyer with Pelipper. Good thing about Pelipper is it is super squishy. So, might even come in with Scrafty after this matchup's over. And they let a body slam through. That's absolutely great for me. If they try to go for a farm down, that would be good. Okay, they go for the move here. Hypno's getting pretty low. I wonder if I come in Hypno just to do damage, or I just start coming in Scrafty and maybe try to catch. Okay, come in Hypno. I guess I'm 2 away from the move. Probably just let this go. Ooh, I did get the confusion through, so technically I can do an undercharge here. Oh, and then I switch. Okay, this makes sense. They will get to 1 more Weather Ball, but we'll have such a huge energy advantage against the Altaria that I should be at the move on Hypno, and I should be able to get to a foul play here against the Altaria, which is going to pressure the shield as well. I'm not going to lie, pretty good plays. Because that confusion, I'm pretty sure, did go through, so I should be at the Ice Beam, Ice Punch on Hypno. And if you've watched any of my videos in the past, you know that I'm running Ice Punch. Oh, you didn't shield. Okay, but I can go for Pup if he tries to farm. Yeah, this is actually going to get the shield too, even though we both know this is Pup because he wants to have as much HP as possible to not get 1 confusion down. Although I do have the Ice Beam, which he doesn't know about, and then I almost farmed this down anyways. If we did get the confusion through, which I'm pretty sure I did, we need to go for an undercharge here. Otherwise, they get 4 Dragon Breaths in, and that is close to KOing. Maybe it wouldn't KO from this HP, but it's very close. Alright, GG. Alright, let's get into the next game. So the whole reason I go Ice Punch is for the Swampert, Tropius, Altaria, and Galarian, yeah, it's decent against Galarian Stunfisk. So they come in with Lickitung. I really wish I had a Lickitung, but Scrafty obviously really good into Lickitung. Don't have to shield anything. Can go for a double pup or a single pup and a huge farm down, or a double pup with half HP. Now, either way doesn't really matter, to be honest. So maybe conserving the HP does something, because since we're going into the Azu, like I said, none of it really matters in this matchup. The energy I gain here is probably not going to be able to be converted into a win against the Azumarill. But one thing to think about is, so both my Mon and the leftover after Scrafty do beat Azumarill. So maybe if we can get to the Azumarill matchup and then actually make it to our switch windows, we can switch into safe swap into Munchlax, leaving us with a little bit of the Scrafty left for whatever's in the back if we think it's like a Galarian Stunfisk, which it very well might be. So I get to a ton of energy here, and you can see I'm just trying to switch out. So I got Scrafty with 100 energy there in the back. This matchup I don't care about at all. I will not shield Scrafty or Munchlax most probably here. Goes for the Ice Beam. Now, as far as the Azumarill versus Munchlax matchup from the Azumarill side, I think I've had the most problems when people go straight Ice Beam. Maybe I'm giving some people some answers on how to beat the team, but it does seem that Ice Beam actually might be the way to go if you have it. Play Rough actually not doing as well because it takes a little bit more energy to get to 1 more bubble, whereas the damage is very similar even though it has the stab on the Play Rough. I'm just saying what I observe on this end of the matchup. I actually probably will go into the 1 shield. Actually, so Munchlax wins the 1s against Azumarill, but maybe I don't want Munchlax. Maybe I'm fine just having Hypno and Scrafty here at the end, but Scrafty's pretty low but has a lot of energy. Yeah, okay, so it's already decided I'm coming in Hypno, and maybe try to go for a big farm down here. Probably going to shield if Azumarill throws any moves, but they're probably going to switch into their last Mon, and we'll see what it is. If it's Steel type, oh my god, well, it is Sableye. So Sableye is just going to double shield farm us down, I think. And this is going to be a bit of a tough game, but we do have 2 shields on Hypno, which is worth a pretty decent amount. Plus, we're actually, if we get to this 3rd foul play, we definitely win. And all that extra, being at 100 energy here is definitely going to help us in that situation. Oh, and they let 1 through, so I'm totally fine doing whatever now. Just go pup, do some damage. Maybe get this into Thunder Punch range. As the confusions are going to be double resisted, might as well get it into range of something. And maybe they lost count of energy here. Nope, they didn't. They counted well. But we have 2 shields, but we do need to make it to 2 Thunder Punches. Luckily, we're already at 1 after 1 confusion here. And yeah, we shield up everything. And this should be a win, because I definitely, we're 1 away, I think. We CMP tied, I believe, right here. Sableye does win CMP. Hypno is very bulky. Therefore, pretty much low attack stat, losing CMP to almost, probably almost everything in the Great League meta. Except for maybe even bulkier Mon, like Azumarill or Bastiodon or Defense Deoxys. Yeah, these things. And that's GG. All right, let's get into the next one. Oh my god, I forgot the Azumarill was here. Okay, they close out. We still have a shield. All right, Hypno into Venusaur. This is really good. So Venusaur usually in the back is either double steel or not usually Azumarill. That's interesting. So Venusaur usually is paired with double steel or Bastiodon and Sableye, or even Galarian Stunfisk and Sableye. So it's almost always paired with at least 1 steel and a safe swap, or 2 steels with the safe swap being Galarian Stunfisk. So those are just some things to keep in mind when you see the Venu lead. Now Hypno obviously destroys Venu. It has that poison typing. Hydro Pump, okay. Wish I shielded that, but also we did get the Thunder Punch off, which is great here. I don't think I'll get to 2 Body Slams before they get to another move. If they do get to another move, I will shield it and farm down. So we just shield this farm down. We have a ton of energy going into the Venusaur matchup, and Venusaur is pretty squishy. 2 Body Slams and maybe 12 licks will be enough to win that matchup. So hopefully before they get to their first move, we'll be able to throw 2 Body Slams. And hopefully that's enough to win this matchup, along with the fast attacks, obviously. And they may not want to shield it because we already have the Hypno, so maybe. So it looks like it's actually not going to get KO'd here with the licks. Unless they go for like a crazy farm down. Okay, they shield it anyways. They still have to be careful that we don't get to this next move, and we do. This probably does KO, so they think they have to shield. If they already committed to 1 shield, they might as well shield twice. They come in with the Sableye, we come in with the Scrafty. Probably just going to shield the first move they throw, and then I'm going to throw a double foul play, try to get it low. Munchlax has a little bit of HP, so that's going to be able to do something. But as long as they go up to the return, I'm definitely going to respect it. Oh my gosh. Okay. I thought I went for the pup here, and I was like, that is definitely not the play. But, yeah, this is obviously really good. The next foul play is going to get it super low into pup, and probably 2 or 3 counters after that. I think it's 2 foul plays, a pup, and 2 counters. I believe KOs it in the ones. At least the Scrafty I have. Because you end up living this, but then you can't really farm all the way down. And this is in situation, not this situation, but in general, I don't think you can farm all the way down because it does resist the counters, but you can always make it to the... Okay, well, it did get countered down. Either way, yeah, this is GG. Hypno is going to be able to one-shot this, and you don't get one-shot by a Frenzy Plant on a Shadow Hypno. I think it does like 65. So yeah, GG. All right, Nidoqueen, this is really good unless they have the Double Dark variant of this team. Nidoqueen Double Dark is actually really good against Hypno and Scrafty. or HYPNO SCRAFTY Munchlax, or HYPNO SCRAFTY Core, whatever you want to call it. Even if you have the Umbreon on the back, it is just so tough to actually beat their Nidoqueen, believe it or not, that it'll eat right through the Scrafty when I bring in the Scrafty against their safe swap, and then it'll throw all that into Hypno, and Hypno's gonna have to shield, and then you just end up losing a shield scenario, especially in the back with my Munchlax being taken on by their Scrafty. Now in this game it ended up being an Azumarill, which obviously we can handle. I did end up shielding here, so now I'm gonna go for just the one shield victory here. Hopefully they do end up shielding, and if they don't, that's fine as well. One Body Slam not going to KO from here, so probably just going to farm up quite a bit. We know when they're going to throw their next move, and that is great. I shielded this again. Interesting. So 2, 3, 4, and I don't want them to throw a move, so I come in with this. This was interesting shielding. Obviously, I do want to win switch, but they didn't actually use a single shield on their side, and that's not great. We can throw the Bulldoze into the Nidoqueen, and this is going to almost KO. But I guess I'm trying to just get shields back at this point or do some damage. And it is the Shadow variant. It's going to get lower. Plus, they don't know if we're going for the Bulldoze here or not. They end up not shielding, which is not fantastic for us. But we don't die to we'll die to an Earth Power, but not a Poison Fang. If they throw a Poison Fang, we can KO this Nidoqueen with Ice Slam. So they probably shield this farm down, but they did throw energy, and then we can come in Hypno, and we're not pressured as much as if they had infinite energy against us, throwing and end up throwing like an Earth Power into Hypno or something like that. But they do still have some energy here, so it's something to be wary of. And they come in with a Ninetales. That's not great. What we probably want to do is catch a charge move on Scrafty. Scrafty kind of useless for the rest of this game, so might as well use him as a shield if possible. Not sure I can make it to... Oh, man. This is tough. I think I have to switch here if I live. And I think I do actually live this. We have to switch. Oh, we're just going for it. This is scary because, well... I really don't remember the outcome of this game. You got to come in Scrafty, right? Okay, so we're going to end up coming in Scrafty, farm this down. It doesn't get to a move. And then what? Throw a Foul Play into the Nidoqueen? We have to because it resists the power-up punches. Actually, probably could have thrown Pup there and then one counter KO. But this KO is also... Whew, GG. What a tough game. Yeah, and I got a 5-0 on this set, and I think I'm at 31-17. I had a rough stream the other day playing actually a few different teams. I was trying to play Wormadam Trash because I thought that Wormadam Trash would have some insane... I thought Wormadam Trash was going to be really good in the meta when I was looking at it on PvPoke, but when I actually got into the games, it felt pretty bad. I wasn't winning the matches I was supposed to win by enough. And the confusion wasn't doing as much damage as I had hoped. It's nothing like Shadow Hypno. But I lost like 120 points, and I regained it today. I used this team a little bit. I used a few teams trying to figure out what was the best team for me. I played Sinnoh and Open. But I just wanted to showcase a little bit of Shadow Hypno, Munchlax, and Scrafty, as that's my original team anyways. And just to show you, you can still get wins. But I'm not going to lie. I mean, I'm not here to lie to y'all. It is very difficult to use Hypno right now in the meta. I said that at the beginning of this season when I was playing, well, when Open League obviously was around. And it's still true now. So Hypno is very tough to use. Keep that in mind. The team will still work. And I hope the best for you out there. And I'll see you in the next one.